Hello, Marvel fans. Welcome to episode of Marvel Talk with your hosts,
Nick
and Chris. And we got a great one to talk with you about tonight. It's a full-on Deadpool and Wolverine review.
That is correct. So there was a little problem editing.
On the vlog.
Yeah, and you also might have just saw Doctor Doom, that whole thing. So Christopher is gonna. I tried editing the whole vlog and it wasn't working. So Christopher is gonna edit it out and get that done for you guys. So we're not done there. That would be a mini spoiler review. So this will come out after, if you guys are just wondering that, if you saw anything being mixed matched, we're explaining it here. But yeah, we're just gonna go over a spoiler review, and it basically was the second best Marvel movie. I still think No Way Home is the best. I think that this was definitely the second best Marvel movie that they did. I really think they did a great job with it. I think they really got everything that they wanted to do. There are still like timeline stuff that they could have explained, the TVA and everything. They could have explained it better than how they did, seeing how my theory is that Deadpool messed up so much with the timelines. It just kind of everything merged into one and created new stuff. So that's why he tries to get to become like an Avenger and everything, because that exists now in that universe because of the timeline. Hugh Jackman was amazing, and I loved the variants that they did for him. And we got to see Hulk, which I wanted, which you guys saw. That was like on my most requested, was to see that, even if it was a little tease, and we got that little tease. It was really nice. Deadpool Corps was great. Disappointed that Deadpool Wolverine, X-Men Origins Wolverine, Deadpool did not make it, or if he did, I didn't see him. So when we rewatch it over and over again, I'm gonna try and spot him. If not, would have been great to have. What about you, Chris?
All right. Well, yes. I mean, I did really... But yeah, so Spider-Man No Way Home definitely still my number one favorite too. But no matter what, Deadpool and Wolverine's still like the best Deadpool movie, and so
if you saw my post on Instagram, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I did post that it's my favorite trilogy, my second favorite trilogy, next to the Home trilogy.
Yeah, same.
So you guys go check that out. Description down below.
Yeah, same. Also with that, and yes, Wolverine was amazing. I love the variants. Like how there was like mini dead Wolverine, and then that Wolverine that was on the cross based on an actual comic, and Hulk versus Wolverine, really amazing. I love to see that. And let's see, there was also that Apocalypse Wolverine,
like I just said.
Yeah, it was really cool.
That was like I popped more than anyone. I don't think anyone popped for him besides me.
Yeah, which
is funny. Also the universe with the dwarfs. In one, I'm gonna try and do my Watcher thing. In one universe, there's a universe where everyone is just dwarfs.
And then there was and let's not forget about that special Wolverine variant, Henry Cavill.
That was the best one.
Yep,
that was the best one.
Yeah, that was amazing.
He nailed it.
He did a really good job.
That was fantastic.
And let's see, and now I want to talk about the surprise cameos here also too, since now we get to on this video. I thought like you should have heard me like in the theater. I was like screaming my head off when I saw Chris Evans as Johnny Storm and Channing Tatum as Gambit.
If you all are wondering, unfortunately Christopher was still not as loud as me. I'm sorry, Chris. I don't think anyone's ever going to be as loud as me. I'm just who hyped. I was really like the only one just screaming in that theater with excitement. Christopher was like the second closest.
Well, I tried anyway.
Are you trying to outmatch me?
No.
Because you're not. Don't count chickens that you can't count.
I don't know. I did feel loud with Gambit. I'll tell you that.
You were. I don't know. I thought you were louder with Johnny Storm. That's the thing. I thought he was more loud for Johnny.
Well, regardless, it was definitely those two.
Yeah, but to be fair, I was, like I said, I was screaming a little bit louder than you. That's why. That's all. Like, I feel like you were the same energy.
All right.
I was just screaming, thank you. I was like, thank you. You did what we wanted. Thank you.
Yeah. And it was also cool seeing Elektra from the Daredevil, Ben Affleck Daredevil movies.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, they even acknowledged him, actually, who unfortunately died from Cassandra Nova,
so
along
sorry.
with the Punisher, and Quicksilver.
I just love that. I'm so sorry. It's okay. Like, she
Yeah.
didn't even care. I thought that was so funny.
Well, I mean, another thing that is funny about it, because both Affleck and Garner did marry once, and
divorced.
yeah, so I guess that's why. A little joke from the marriage in real life.
Yeah, that was
Probably.
funny. Oh, and about the blade joke, that there's only one blade.
Oh, yeah.
And then he looks at the camera, he's just like, I don't know about that.
Oh yeah, and Wesley Snipes came back.
Which, a lot of people said that Ryan Reynolds and Blake didn't like each other.
But actually, I even read an article today saying that he actually came back because despite he's not used to his humor, he actually respects Ryan Reynolds with his whole Deadpool humor. So I guess that's why he came back, because he actually respects him now with what he does.
I hope they made up. I hope they at least made some mutual thing.
Yeah, I think so. From that, I think.
But that was still great to put that aside for everyone.
Mm-hmm. And let's see. Oh, and then of course X-23, Laura. Of course, we all.
Would you like to say who was Lady Deadpool?
Oh yeah, in a sec. And yeah, Laura was great to see her again, and she even wore the sunglass she wore in Logan.
I was a little disappointed that she was in there. I thought it was gonna be like an actual variant of X-23, and it really wasn't. It was the same one from Logan, so I'm a little disappointed about that.
Okay,
That's just me though.
but and now it's time for the Deadpool corps. So
yeah, there was a lot of them.
So I will say, I got my wish about our wish.
Yeah, because it really was our wish.
Lady Deadpool was Blake Lively.
Yeah, I was
Ryan
so
Reynolds'
happy.
wife.
She nailed it too, and you couldn't even tell. It was just so good.
Yes, and apparently it was rumored that Matthew McConaughey would be Cowboy Deadpool, and that was him.
It was great.
And Nathan Fillion, who some of you will know, who is in 2 of the Guardians movies, the first and the third one. And in case for any DC fans also, he was in the Suicide Squad, playing that fellow that can take out his arms. And I believe they're saying he's going to be, I think, a Green Lantern or something like that.
In the new James Gunn
Yes,
Green Lantern?
Superman.
And that one looks so bad.
Yeah.
Luckily, we're a Marvel channel.
Yeah. And yes, of course. And lastly, just for any Pixar fans and Marvel fans saying this too, he was also Johnny Worthington in Monsters University and the season 2 of Monsters at Work. And lastly, he was that Sterling guy in Cars 3. Yeah. So it was cool. That Nathan Fillion played Headpool.
Yeah, he was great too.
Yeah. And it turned out Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively's kids played Kid Pool and Baby Pool.
That was awesome.
Yeah. And there were so many other Deadpool variants too. There was
there was the one that was named an actual state or something, pool.
There was Welsh Pool.
Welsh Pool, yes.
And there was a Canada Pool.
Samurai Pool.
Yes. And let's not forget, of course, Nice Pool.
Yeah. Oh God, that was so funny.
Yeah.
Sorry over there. Let's not forget about Dog Pool.
Yep. Mary Poppins.
Oh, and the best Deadpool of them all, Pete Pool.
Yes.
Everyone has a Pete.
Yeah.
Captain Pete Pool. Nah, just Pete Pool.
Yeah, it was so funny seeing all the Deadpools celebrating and bouncing around with Peter.
Oh, it was great. And another thing is that Hugh Jackman's costume does not last very long in the movie in terms of cleanliness.
Yeah, so it turned out it got destroyed during that whole fight scene in the car.
It doesn't take anything from the movie. It's just, for me, you had such a nice suit. Not to mention, you had the mask with the sleeves, but you chose to put the mask sleeveless. That was weird for me. You could have had it on. I can understand why people would be upset about that, because you could have had him have it on, during the fight with Sabretooth, and then, on without the sleeves and stuff. You know what I mean? Takes nothing away. Takes nothing. It's just a nitpick.
Okay.
Which, again, this movie does have some nitpicks with me. I do have some little nitpicks that I have. Doesn't take anything away. I'm not bitching. I'm just saying that these are little things that, that could have been done a lot better, nicer. Not to mention, this trailer the trailers were very misleading.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be kind of honest with you guys.
Oh, and I'll get to that in a minute. Which reminds me, during the big battle between all the Deadpool Corps and Deadpool Wolverine, yes, Wolverine did put his mask on.
Yeah, it was.
And I really loved it.
They even did Life is a Mystery.
Moment. Yeah.
As the walking like in the trailer. Yeah, Living on a Prayer. Sorry.
By Madonna.
I just have that part in my head. Life is a mystery. So it's just like, so I'm like, oh yeah, they're going in, and they did the same thing in there.
Yeah, just
and they had the whole song.
Which I love that.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Oh, and I want to talk about like these two other songs I loved in there. The opening sequence where Deadpool's fighting the TVA agents with Wolverine's skeleton. That was I love that. And Bye 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 was playing. I loved it.
Oh yeah, he's like, how are we gonna honor this legendary storytelling? We're not. We're just gonna dig him up. He was talking to the corpse and was using the adamantium claws. Yeah. These are really hard to do.
Yeah, Wolverining is very hard.
Yeah, it was so great, man. It was, I loved it.
Oh, and one other thing and one of the TVA agents that he killed. Like, this was funny. It was like, Wolverine was the best thing that came out of Canada. And then, and then Deadpool said, keep my country's name out your fucking mouth.
I was like,
and my sword.
Yeah. Oh, it was so great.
That's right. He Will Smith you. I
was like, he did the Will Smith meme. Thank you. Everything the execution of the jokes were done perfectly.
Yeah, the jokes were awesome.
I couldn't stop laughing.
Yep, same.
I couldn't stop laughing. It was so incredible.
Yeah. Oh, and of course there was also the smasturbation.
Yes.
When he was talking to Happy Hogan about joining the Avengers.
So funny.
Yeah. And then during that fight scene in the car, Deadpool and Wolverine had that song from Grease was playing, which I loved.
Yeah, it was so. Everyone was just fucking killing each other. It was so great. I'm gonna beat you up now.
Okay.
Like he had no comeback for that. I want you guys to understand, for the first time in Deadpool, as Ron Reynolds Deadpool, he had no comeback. He was just standing there. It was just like, we're gonna fight now. I couldn't stop laughing because I was just like, that's all you got? I'm gonna beat you up now. And not to mention Wolverine's fighting style. It's like a little Wolverine in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I loved it.
During one of their first fights, yeah.
Yeah, it was so great, guys. Where's your Switch charger? I have to charge the...
Oh, that's right here.
Okay. I'm sorry about this, guys. Oops, one moment. Sorry for this. Okay, there we go. I just want to make sure this doesn't die out. Okay, perfect. All right, just gonna leave it right here. Sorry about this, guys. We're having a little bit of a problem. Here. All right, I can't let go because it's gonna fall. See.
Oh, okay.
We'll just match it like that. Okay, perfect. All right, guys, we're back. Right. Sorry about that, but yes, that was so great.
Yes, and but yeah, it's like it was so funny. How he was standing there like, you cut me deep, Logan. You cut me real deep just there. Now, and just for that, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna fucking
he just had nothing to say. Yeah. I was so shocked. I was like, wow. Logan hit him hard with those facts.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. Savage.
Yeah.
It was so great. It was so incredible. But like Wolverine this variant of Wolverine is probably one of my favorite variants. Still love old school timeline Wolverine though. Mm-hmm. He's still, I think, my favorite one. Mm-hmm. Before the new timeline. So I guess that one would be like Earth 111114.
No, it was actually Earth.
No. I mean that timeline that never got changed.
Oh, that I don't know actually.
I don't know, because there is a timeline where that never changed.
Yeah.
I want to make that very clear because it's multiverse stuff. So.
But yeah, I don't know. They never.
But I don't. Yeah, exactly. They just like I said, the theories just all come together because of the time travel thing. So it's hard. But I do know that there has to be an Earth that exists. So that's just me. The beautiful thing about multiverse, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, he was so great, and we get like this, like his character arc in this is beautiful. He developed so much of it, and we got the big Arby's meat scene too, with like his shirtless thing. I made a joke about that. I got people laughing at the back. Yeah. I was like, yeah, because like me with my jokes. I'll probably most likely be a variant in Deadpool and Secret Wars. Just kidding. But yeah, everything was just really done well. I don't have any real complaints besides the
yeah,
nitpicks.
and Cassandra Nova was amazing too.
Yeah, I like that they also kept, like, you know, Charles strangling her and trying to kill her in the room.
Yeah.
Paradox was fun.
Mm-hmm.
He's fired.
Yeah.
We do get one character from the Loki show who took over the TVA.
Hunter B-15.
Who flirts with Pete at the end.
Yes.
And I was like, you two get along now.
And also, of course, Eliath was there too.
Yeah, he was I'm surprised that he's still there.
Well, I don't think he can't die, really.
Right, because it's just a creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I thought because when Kang fell, he would have nowhere. He would just fade out of existence.
Oh.
I thought that was pretty interesting. So I guess he just wanders.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was great. And then we got like some X-Men cameos. Not like X-Men, like the X-Men team, but like X-Men villains.
Yeah,
like Juggernaut and Blob was in there.
And Toad. Mm-hmm. Pyro, of course.
Everyone that you basically there's, like we said, there aren't a lot of cameos that were surprised. There are a lot of cameos, but there were very few that were surprising.
Yeah.
There was like really just the three. It was really just like the three.
Yeah, so it wasn't as big with cameos as we thought it was.
Still has big cameos, just not
a lot.
Not ones that you're gonna be like, oh please, like you see a portal, like the No Way Home. Yeah. Like we did kind of figure it, but we still didn't know, so the surprise was still there. But yeah, it just really didn't have those type of big cameo moments, which is fine. It still had its cameos, just nothing kept secret. That's really the thing.
Mm-hmm. Like, obviously, I know we talked about this, but yeah, so there weren't, like, any of the X-Men, like, even though some were acknowledged, yes, like Xavier, Magneto,
Beast, Rogue, Cyclops, and that was just because they were talking about his suit and why he wears it.
Yeah, and Storm also.
Mm-hmm.
And in case anyone, and I'm gonna say this one, I know it's like something would have been cool, but it didn't happen anyway. But it's no big deal. But I'm just saying anyway. But yeah, there was no Dazzler with Taylor Swift in there.
Yeah, so. It's okay. I kind of figured that wasn't gonna happen. I'm gonna be real.
This thing would have been cool, but it's no big deal.
It would have been cool, but like I kind of figured that she wasn't really gonna be there because like. I don't know. The moment the movie started and they went with that theme, I was like, yeah, she's not going to be in it. But I was like very okay with it. Yeah, it's like that. She doesn't need to be in it. We made the jokes about how cool it would be and stuff, and we're like, yeah,
like my post I did on Instagram where I said,
yeah,
soon.
It was like how how bad mine aged with Deadpool wearing Wanda's costume.
Yeah,
that one aged terribly.
Yeah, so face it. Sometimes these soon posts may age terribly, but they're still fun. Oh.
We have not stopped doing that.
Yeah, no.
Guys, you have to understand. We have been doing that for a very long time now, but like recently, it's gotten like every day. Yeah. Every day, it's like we say it at the same
It really
time.
happened so many times on Deadpool Wolverine Day.
We're finishing each other's
sentences.
I was going to say sandwiches. But yes. But yeah, so it's been really fun. We had a blast with Deadpool Wolverine, obviously. We can't wait to show you the vlog, but yeah. It's just such a great movie. I really love it. I think it's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
I still stand by
10.
that. We had a few days to kind of process it.
Yeah.
And like, I can't wait to see this again. I was actually checking for tickets for Tuesday or even going for my birthday. But I'm still debating what we're going to do for my birthday. But Tuesdays, I'm always down because like $5 tickets. Always down. And like I'm an AMC stub member, so we just cut the line for the food stuff. But yeah.
Let's see. Was there anything else?
Was there anything else that we left out? Because I feel like we kind of covered everything. Their chemistry was great.
Oh, yes.
But we said that as well in the non-spoilers. But like, there's a moment where there was another good scene was when Deadpool like pushed Logan away and he was like stalling for time because he thought he was gonna kill him, like he was gonna sacrifice himself. He's like, oh man, I'm so nervous about this. I think it's because I'm gonna die. He was just like doing little stare things and everything. It was so great. And how they held together and they were like just holding each other, and like how they weren't supposed to survive because they both teamed up. It happened, which by the way, I kind of figured they were gonna be okay as soon as they did the team up thing. I was like, I'm hoping they're gonna be okay.
I mean, especially one reason is because they both do heal very well. So
yeah,
that's
so
one thing.
I'm so glad that they combined together because they would not have survived that otherwise.
Yeah.
But it was great. And Wolverine does stay in Deadpool's universe.
Yeah.
And again, this
and Laura came back too.
Yeah, well, she was already part of that time.
I know.
But like now she has a father figure, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Wolverine. Also, cocaine was very off limit, and Deadpool's very gender neutral.
Oh yeah.
Yas queens, like everything like that was so great.
Mm-hmm.
I also love the running gag that he killed Johnny Storm.
Oh yeah. Oh, and that post credits.
That was so spoilers for that. He basically, I like to say AI generated him saying all that shit.
Yeah. Like of Johnny's thing, all those stuff about Cassandra Nova.
Yeah, it was so funny.
Because how in the movie it's like all Cassandra did was
yeah, and it's just a running gag that he killed Johnny. He's like, no, he said those things. He did.
Yeah,
it was
Wolverine's like, you fucking asshole, you killed him.
I didn't kill him. He did that himself. That's what his words. It's his words. It was so great. It was just such a masterpiece, man. Like I really hope that Captain America is really good after this. I know it's that multiverse thing, but like, damn, man, you had this great movie with great marketing. Everything was perfect. Yeah, there's some little hiccups or nitpicks, or someone will have a problem. Like, man, this is probably like movie of the year for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I'm hoping I'm loving Sonic 3, but man, Deadpool Wolverine, this is like movie of the year for me.
Yes.
It delivered. It absolutely delivered. I think that if people are calling this meh or are gonna hate it over time like they did with No Way Home, this is why movies like this get changed, because you guys are always complaining. To the complainers, this is everything we wanted. I don't know why you're upset. I can understand if you're mad with the story, but the story's there. It's great. Everything else is great. It's a 10 out of 10, or at least for everyone else, it's a 9 out of 10, maybe an 8. But for those that are given like 7 or 6, like, I don't understand. This is everything that we wanted.
Mm-hmm.
That's what like you guys that were complaining, this is everything that you wanted too. I just don't understand that. But your opinion matters, so sure. If you don't like it, that's cool. But I loved it.
Yeah, same.
I think this is the second best Marvel movie they did. And
the best Deadpool movie.
Yeah, obviously it's what makes this trilogy. It's my second favorite trilogy next to the Home trilogy. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
And yeah, and I will just quickly say, like, yeah, so like Deadpool's story about how he in the beginning wanted to become an Avenger and everything because he wanted
to matter.
Yes.
It wasn't about becoming an Avenger. It's because wanted to matter to Vanessa because he broke up.
Mm-hmm.
They broke up, and then he tries to get back with her, and then they kind of leave us with that like holding hands, so like they're gonna probably get back together.
Yeah.
They don't ever have to make another Deadpool movie because this ended beautifully.
Yeah, as long as you see Deadpool again in maybe an Avengers or something,
Secret
like
Wars or
yes,
something. But like they don't have to make another one. It ended beautifully.
Well, we'll see.
It really did. I would love another one, but like for me, man, like if they were saying this was the last one, they concluded it beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
They really did. I really loved it. There was also another running gag. It was what was the other running gag? Oh, now this is bothering me. It was just in my head. There was 2 running gags. There was the Johnny one, and then there was... Damn it, what was the other one? It's not coming to me.
All right, well, if you remember, I just want to say one other thing here.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say with Wolverine's story was really amazing too. So at first, like some people have even theorized how, and I'm sure, I don't know if any of you have also too, how, if you all remember from X-Men Last Stand, the way how it's like Wolverine had to kill Jean since she had the Phoenix and everything. Some people theorize how maybe it's possible he didn't kill her and his world got destroyed because of that.
That was my theory too.
Yes, I know, and that's what I'm saying. And so apparently it didn't happen with this one. Or apparently in this one, apparently Wolverine was just at a bar drinking and
he got fucked face is what he said. And then they were mutant hunting and they...
Yeah, the humans were mutant hunting and they killed them.
Yeah.
And that was that pretty much. And still, it was still good stories they both had.
Yeah, it was great. They both had great stories. This concluded perfectly. If they do make another one, it'll be great. Oh, the other one was Thor. Thor holding Deadpool.
Yes, all right.
That was the running gag. Cause like, why was Thor holding me?
And why was he crying?
Why did that look like a scene in Thor: The Dark World when he was holding Loki?
Yeah,
because that's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, it did. It was.
It was an alternate. It was great. But yes, I'm so glad that came to me. But yes, it's a 10 out of 10. I loved it.
10 out of 10.
Definitely go see it. This is becoming one of the highest grossing rated R movies. I think it's gonna reach $1 billion soon, probably the next week or something, 2 weeks, whatever. But yeah, that is our review of Deadpool and Wolverine. We hope you guys enjoyed. If you're new to the channel, hi, welcome. Hit the subscribe button. If you like, leave a like. Comment what you thought down below, and go check out our Instagram, which is in the link in the description down below. And that's really it. Do you have anything left to say before we clock out?
I think just making. Sorry, just give me a second. Just making sure I went over everything. I think we covered everything.
Okay, great. Yeah, I don't have anything left to say. Just go see it. 10 out of 10, great. And with that being said, guys, excelsior.
Enough said.